take out language. For the articulation of language, your larynx, your nose, your throat, the tongue, these are all linked with production of language. So they are very important. And because you have been hearing since the first day about the child, I'm sure you must have been hearing about the absorbent mind, right? How many of you have heard about the absorbent mind over here? Right. What is the absorbent mind? Very apparent from the name. The child is hearing. I said ear is the most important organ, like a harp. A triangular musical instrument hota hai, which is called harp, with strings attached in gradation. Strings are there. So, and there's a thin membrane in front of those strings. When a sound hits the membrane, it vibrates, and because of those vibrations, those strings vibrate. The greater the sound of vibration, the greater the sound, the greater the vibration, and then it is reproduced. So child, in order to produce language, first has to hear it. You know, people are dumb. Those people who cannot hear, they cannot speak as well. Why? Because if they haven't heard anything, how are they going to reproduce it? They cannot. So this is there. You have to hear with the absorbent mind. There's much to it, and we will still talk about it. The child hears and he reproduces. Now when he starts reproducing, the tongue is very important. But what sound is he going to reproduce? From where is he going to hear it? Initially the word started. There was no one to speak anything. So were there just some theories involved to it? Yes, there are. The child must have heard animals taking out sounds, natural sounds. Can you right now relate any animal sound which is matching to our sounds? A very common sound, meow, 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 meow. And what does a cuckoo bird say? Coo, 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 duck quack, crack. There are many sounds that you keep on hearing. Once I heard my mother saying, ये जो सारी आवाजें निकली हैं इसी तरह से निकली हैं. अंग्रेज हम लोग कहते हैं ना क्या all fall, you also all fall बोल रहे हो. And what does the Americans and the British say? This is all false. All false and all fall. Matching? Connection made? What they hear, they relate. So they must have heard the animals making different sounds, and they used those sounds and they were connected with our sounds. Then, what about you are walking and suddenly trip to someone? Does someone trip into something? You hurt yourself. Does someone tell you that जब दर्द हो तो ये वाली आवाज निकालना? No. These are instinctive sounds. Instinctive. Ah, oh, hi, oof, ouch. Instinctive sounds. So these sounds were there. Then the contact theory was there. I need to contact with that person over there. How am I going to call? Initially, this or this. But then, it gradually became ow, ow, ow. So the contact theory was there. Vowels. So contradictory, I'm not going to share it right now. So vowels and consonants are there. The child started using them. Now when they started, these were the theories involved in it. Then for what functions are we using the language? Are there any functions to language? Number one, communicate. A man in this world comes with a need for social contact. So to communicate or socially contact, language was used. Social cooperation, language was used. A philosopher uses language as an instrument of thought. So these functions again were used for developing language, and had the language been not there, we would not have been such a civilized generation. Then this was there, the gesture theory was there, then I told you the functions were there. Now the language, let's talk about how language is being used. What are the three phases of language? There is the basic first, there are three aspects of language. What is the first aspect of language? After spoken, what language comes? Written, and then then reading. At times people say that reading comes first, writing comes later, because writing needs more development. Right? This is contradictory. At times it is there that writing comes first and reading comes later. But spoken, written, reading. Because what happens, I will say that written comes first because the child starts, right, after spoken, reading comes first because visual reading is there. You can see a child, you bring a bottle of Sprite or Coke and he says, I know, Coke. How does he associate? He doesn't even know how to write. Writing starts with scribbling. So there are three aspects of language: spoken, written, reading. Right? Now, when I talk about spoken, written and reading, then after this I will talk about the development of spoken language. It will start, first thing, spoken develops right from zeroness, from the point of zero. There are three steps to develop spoken language. First of all, exposure. What do you mean exposure? Whatever language you're using in your environment, how do you expose that to the child? Because the child is depending on you. He has to develop language, and he is such a sensitive state, he is such a hunger for language, and he is such blessed with this power that he can develop three. Because this was a language that was being used there. So please make it a promise to yourself that language is something which is very valuable, which depicts your culture. Language is something which was developed with a lot of efforts. बहुत मुश्किल था. And now it is there in your hand as a gift. Please don't spoil it. Let it have the beauty it had. Let it have that serenity, the beauty in which it was used, and not the way we are using now. Please take care. Thank you.
Take it from the world. That's amazing. That's a gift of God, because all animals are, as Ma'am Pasha said, that they are already preordained with the language. Now, language in the Montessori system. For those of you who are listening and listening carefully and making down notes, she passed on some very, very informative information regarding the child's development and the history of language. Then we come to a point when the child is about 2.5 to 3 years, and it's time to send him to school. And one of the very important things you have to keep in mind, besides selecting a school which is a Montessori school is a school where you must find the material, a trained directress, but also look for a school where English is spoken. Because there are many good working Montessori schools, and they're giving the presentation, but they are lacking in the spoken language. Although we as Montessorian, and as Nusrat pointed out, the child's absorbent mind can take in more than 2, 3, 4 languages at a time. So he's already hearing the mother tongue, which might be Urdu or Sindhi, whatever, at home. So in the school, if the child is exposed to good, proper English, then effortlessly, by the time he is 6, he will know a complete language. How he will know a complete language? Now the language team is going to tell you. You will be fascinated and amazed the way Dr. Montessori has planned the language, because from when he enters, it begins with conversation, and by the time he leaves the Montessori school, he can read, he can write, and he can totally express himself correctly, grammatically, and it's done in the most unique way. You need to see it to believe it and understand it, and I can say it before time that our language team, Nusrat Bakar, Alia Nusrat, Amina, they are going to do the superb job of giving you the language presentation. Montessori system is divided into three aspects. The very first, when the child goes beautiful a word, later on when he is ready, Ma'am Pasha spoke about how the child understood the meaning of reading. Somebody, you can read, run, walk, and then that day in observation and discovery, I told you how in first school, the Casa di Bambini,
we are encouraged for that. So, now we start with the practical thing. And the first thing that we are dealing with is conversation. What is conversation? Talking with each other. As I told you, when the child comes in the Montessori environment, he has a hunger for words. And he needs exposure so he can absorb what you are saying, he can take in and he can reproduce. He or she can reproduce. So, Sunela, can you come in? No? Alright. So the child who comes to you or the children who come to you in the environment, they are very scared, frightened, leaving their mother, their parents for the first time. Parents also are standing near the window, peeping from the door, as if ke pata nahi kab ke liye chhod ke ja rahe hain. So this child is coming to you in the Montessori environment. How do you greet that child? First, you should be smiling all the time. A directress, special significance, she is a smiling person. Hello, how do you do? Assalamu alaikum. How are you? What is your name? Zunaira. Wow, Zunaira. You are looking so pretty. Would you like to come with me? Come on. No? Alright, you can sit over here and I'll bring you a few things. You greet the child and you talk with him. Then you put the child in the environment. Assalamu alaikum, are you Anja? You don't want to come to Mr. Auntie? Auntie want to go home? Alright. I'll call your mother on the mobile. Shall I call her right now? Can I have the mobile phone? Where's the mobile phone? Hello?
You didn't call, you don't know my number, you.
Alright. I may call your number, you may call your mother, and you can talk to her. See.
Hello, Mama. Mama. Mama, please come.
Alright. Please come quickly. The child is crying. Alright, you're coming. Very good. See, Mama is coming. Would you like to come with me? Come. Really? Yeah, who's getting Now. Oh, thank you. So this is how you start with the conversation. You talk to the child about their interest, what do they like. Might be the child has brought a beautiful bag to start, and they are very much attached to the things. Oh, look at your bag, it is so pretty. What is it on your doll? Auntie, it's a Barbie doll. Oh, it's a Barbie doll. Do you like your bag? If you talk like this, the child is going to understand that there is not a torturous person over here. There is no enemies over here. There are no enemies. There are friends over here. You have to pass those positive vibes. You have to pass those positive vibes. And if those positive vibes pass on, the child is going to link up with you. Conversation is talking about whatever interest you may feel about the child. If the child is, remember, if the
इससे अम्मी अब्बू खुश के सबसे बड़ा इनाम. Now this time I'll give the mic to Ma'am Alia, then I'll take it later. Let's have her sing.
Thank you. I want to continue this with one.
जो कि मैम अंजुम ने मुझे कहा कि ही आप गाना गाइएगा और मैंने कोई दूसरे तैयारी भी नहीं की है. माइक इज नॉट वर्किंग. तुम कोई भी स्कूल में इवेंट करते हैं या कहीं पे भी करते हैं तो स्प्रिंग या बसंत या बहार अच्छी तरह मनाते हैं. उसका ही एक गाना है. आप जब इफ यू आर थिंकिंग अबाउट स्प्रिंग सीजन, वन वेरी नाइस गेम और प्ले comes in your mind, जिसको काइट राइडिंग कहते हैं. उस पे ही ये गाना है. तो माइक इसको सुहेल राणा का नाम याद है? नाम नहीं याद. चले राधा का पता है, एज पता चल जाएगी. अच्छा चले. चली बादलों के संग आज हमारी पतंग, चली बादलों के संग आज हमारी पतंग. वो देखो ठुमक 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 जाए, वो देखो ठुमक 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 जाए. चली बादलों के संग आज हमारी पतंग, चली बादलों के संग आज हमारी पतंग. जोर ये हमसे करे डोर हाथों से जाए, जोर ये हमसे करे डोर हाथों से जाए. कभी हम आगे बढ़े फिर कभी हम पीछे जाए, कभी हम आगे बढ़े फिर कभी हम पीछे जाए. वो देखो अटक 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 जाए, न देखो अटक 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 जाए. आप लोग चली बादलों के संग आज हमारी पतंग, चली बादलों के संग आज हमारी पतंग. मतलब आपको पता है हमें एंटरटेनमेंट एलिमेंट भी होना पड़ता है बच्चों के लिए. वो देखो ठुमक 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 जाए, वो देखो ठुमक 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 जाए. चली बादलों के संग आज हमारी पतंग. थैंक यू. Without it. I'm
Ma'am, let me hold the mic, please.
An old poem. I would like you all to sing with me. Poem, because I'm working with a.
This is a contradictory thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Ignore it. Okay. Put your right hand in, put your right hand out, put your right hand in and shake it all about, and do the boogie boogie and turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Put your left hand in, put your left hand out, put your left hand in and shake it all about, and do the boogie boogie and turn yourself around. That's what all about. Then what comes?
Leg.
Yes. Put your left hand in, put your left leg out, put your right leg in and shake it all about, and do the boogie boogie and turn yourself around. That's what all about.
There would be a little more for the oral, and then we are going to move straight into writing and then reading. Tomorrow all day is completely devoted to language presentation. The following day would be the language activity. If you have any question to ask, if not, to ask a question. So with that note, all in green. Green is again a color of life, hope, growth. Nature is green. And what else is green? We spoke about vegetables being green. LMI, language is green, and we are all green. Looking as fresh as we started off this morning. Thank you so much. Can we have a final movie of the three ladies and the four ladies?